Homebush Minx and Wairiri Mike, they're under starters orders. The bunny rolls for race 1 of 14. Let's see how this favourite jumps, just about set. Racing, Rosa Gallica very slow again, runs for gas, gets out quickly with Blazers Corporal gutting to the inside. There was Homebush, Errol drives through. Dark Witch trying to get a run through with Homebush Minx. Further back in the race to Wairiri Mike, the favourite Rosa Gallica in all sorts of trouble with Silver Token. Up to the corner comes Homebush Errol, runs for gas, goes to it the outside. Oh, head up, head down. Runs for gas, saw Homebush Errol, Dark Witch to third, then Blazers Corporal, Wairiri Mike, Rosa Gallica. Further back in the race to Homebush Minx and Silver Token. See what they can do today. Round comes the bunny, just about set to break. And racing, and Homebush Toki got out very well. Hashtag Josh has missed the start, so's Corborn Melky. Lola's Quest goes to the lead from Homebush Toki. Homebush Spike gets into its work. Then Fortis Memories. Botany's Envo around the outside. Hashtag Josh is too far back. Corborn Melky, Oracle the same. Into the straight comes Homebush Toki. She's going to hold today. Homebush Toki, Homebush Spike. Hashtag Josh got into third. Oh, big run, might add some help. Next to go by then would have been Botany Zenvo, Corborn Melky behind them with Fortis Memories well back when they crossed. And also towards the tail of the field was Oracle. Followed down by Homebush Melbourne and Homebush Happy. Bunny to the boxes, set to break just about there. Racing, Tiparita Hendricks beaten out by members only. Homebush Happy shows up early with Homebush Ginger. Homebush Melville goes to the inside. And Tamari Style off and around the outside, but it's going via the Cape. And up front, Tiparita Hendricks has worked to the lead by 2 lengths from members only. 3 lengths away, Tamari Style starts to track them down. And then there's a race of Homebushes. Homebush Happy leading Homebush Ginger, and Homebush Melvin's a long way from them. In front, Tiparita Hendricks is going nicely by 4. Members only trying to hang tough with Tamari Style around the outside. And the other 3 Homebushes in a gap. Down comes Tiparita Hendricks wins. Tamari Style just grabs second off members only. About 8 back then to Homebush Happy, Homebush Ginger. And a similar margin back to Homebush Melvin, who was last. First heat of the Novice Racing Series. Got visitors from north and south. Good heats to come. Set to go. Round comes the bunny. Racing, Blue Review, very slow to go. Another Fantasy gets out fairly. Accelerating to the lead was Homebush Sting, and Taikaria Lass gets up nice and handy. Blue Review gets around the outside in a big hurry now. Then another Fantasy. Back behind these runners to a power. Hawley starts to run on. Further back in the race then we've got Baldine. White Legs a good way from them, and so 2 seconds good. Up front and in front is holding on to Homebush Sting. Blue Review goes up the outside. Might be starting to battle now. Another Fantasy gets around the outside to attack them. Thrill on the inside to Taikaria Lass, and down the outside of Power Hawley. Another Fantasy. Another Fantasy will win from Taikaria Lass. Power Hawley. They'll be followed over then by Baldine. Seconds good running on. Further back in the race then to Homebush Sting, who dropped out. Blue Review, it made a big mid-race move, but it dropped right out of it as well. And back towards the tail was White Legs. Under starters orders, we watch the middle here. Bunny rolls, about set to break. There now and racing. More salt needed, just a fair break, and so too was Ginger Turtle. Now Duchess Queen's got to the lead, but getting under it round the first bend would have been Coyote Corcher. Up and around the outside, A Cappella. Then we've got More Salt Needed. It runs the rail, goes to the lead, and Ginger Turtle's gone around the outside and fallen. Ginger Turtle's gone down, and so too is A Cappella. Back to the top, it's More Salt Needed in front. Duchess Queen is second. Back and behind these runners then to Zemetis holding down third. Good get back to Elephant Trunk. Further back in the race, it's been scattered. Groovy Leo. The others are coming in intervals. More Salt Needed scores. Duchess Queen gets up for second. Third to go by with Zemetis. Elephant Trunk was next in. Well back in the race to Coyote Corcher. Good way back then, Groovy Leo, and then the fallers, Ginger Turtle and A Cappella. It happened in the back straight when Ginger Turtle was looking for racing room. Red, white and blue box 2. Round comes the bunny, about set to break, just about there. Racing, Opawa Omi, just a fair break. Contemporaneous the same, and quickly out here, Amy Wineglass, and out wider into the fray around the first bend. Narrow Power, Amy pushes the inside and collides with Contemporaneous. Two favourites in a spot of bother. Working Jules got through along the inside. Now Contemporaneous is coming again. Further back in the race, the Procrastination. Opawa Amy cannot qualify from there. Further back then to Uncle Romilly. And last of all is Homebush Coral. Across the top they come. And Amy Wineglass still in front here. Trying hard, is into the fray. Some upset odds coming. And behind them Contemporaneous. Opawa Amy. Amy Wineglass scores at big odds. Second over there was into the fray. Very tight for third. Contemporaneous or Opawa Amy. Back behind those runners then we would have had Uncle Romilly and Working Jewel, who got tired. Procrastination was well back when they crossed, and Homebush Coral was never happy. Homebush Kelso. Let's watch Kill Churn. Can he step in typical fashion? His nose is to the grill. A set. Racing. Fires out again. Kill Churn. Does he cross? He does. He'll go to the lead. Spot on Maggie showing some. So he's going to cross him. Spot on Maggie drives to the lead from Kill Churn. About 3 lengths back then to Ginger Pat gets nice and handy. That'd be followed then by Taylor Hart. The favourites got to the lead. That'd be followed further back in the race then by Working Pizzazz. Opawa Kendall's a long way off them with Homebush Kelso. And last of all is Asher. Across the top comes Kill Churn. 3 in front of Spot on Maggie. That'd be followed around the corner then by Ginger Pat. Taylor Hart back in behind these runners. Up they come. Kill Churn wins again. Big run. Spot on Maggie holds down second from Ginger Pat. Then we would have had Opawa Kendall finding the line pretty well behind those runners then to Taylor Hart. Big gaps back the others. Homebush Kelso, then Asher and Working Pizzazz. Lure driver Ray Udy sends the bunny on its way. Round it comes, just about set. Racing, Dipsy Lala slips nicely the inside from another hunter. The others in tight quarters early. Method Man starting to squeeze between runners with Curious Life getting up underneath that around the first bend. Behemoth back in the party. They'll be followed the inside here by Gucci Rush trying to get around the outside of them. To Alamain Cat and a Pihu Fly down the back. In front is Dipsy Lala by a length and a half, trying hard as another hunter. They have got away about 4 to 5 there on Method Man. Back behind these runners then to Gucci Rush. I think something's gone amiss with Curious Life as they race across the top. In fact, she's fallen on the track somewhere. Down they come. Method Man over the top of Dipsy Lala. Another hunter holds down third. Gucci Rush fourth, then Behemoth. Gaps back the others then to Alamain Cat and Opihu Flyer. And just trying to find out what's happened to Curious Life. Unfortunately, it's down on the track over the back. when she was going to play a big part in the race. The starters' orders will look to the middle here. Heat 6, $7,000 final next week, just about set. Racing, Moore Park Miss comes out hard and goes left hard and will find the lead here. Homebush Zelda out nice and handy. Goldstone trying to get up and around the outside. Joker Man pushing its way through the inside. Semantics in a bit of traffic. Back behind these runners then we've got Come Get Me. It gets checked badly there. Also in a bit of strife, I think Homebush Zelda and Rich List has got well back. Down the back goes Moore Park Miss, opens them up by about 6 or 7 on Goldstone. Joker Man starting to run on. Up and around the outside then to Opawa Leanne's going a good race. Semantics back and behind these. Up comes Moore Park Miss, will win very easily. Good go second. Joker Man just second, I would say, from Opawa Leanne and the tiring Goldstone. Wasn't far from paying a div. Semantics the next home, then Homebush Zelda. The last pair, Come Get Me, got checked into the back with Rich List. All clear through, round comes the bunny, just about set to break. Nearly there. And racing, all about Amy hops out fairly well, but Applause beats it out and drives to the lead. Onesie gets nice and handy. Sunday Driver there as well. Radical Rufus wide out on the track. All about Amy now back in traffic about fifth. Then Paddy Baxter's got a long way back. Nina Be Good, no chance from there. And Opawa Cuddles is last. Down the back straight and Onesie drives to the lead from Applause. About 4 lengths away to All About Amy starts to run on. Radical Rufus back behind them. Further back in the race then to Sunday Driver and Paddy Baxter. Well back then Opawa Cuddles and Nina Be Good. Up they come. All About Amy coming the inside of Onesie. All About Amy kicks over the top of Onesie, or underneath Onesie to score. Applause holds down third. Then Radical Rufus, followed back by Paddy Baxter and Opawa Cuddles. The last pair, Sunday Driver and Nina Be Good. Three's the favourite. Suso Socks around $4. Round comes the bunny. Bounce set to break in a race number 11, just about there. And racing Opawa Romeo, a fair break here, getting out fairly well would have been Sarah Campbell. Suso Socks is in the early party too. Ty Baxter hunting through along the inside. Just between runners there would have been Here He Is. They'd be followed back in the race by Charm. Attaboy Zek's got a mile out of its ground and Opawa Cassidy starts to run now. Down the back goes Opawa Romeo in front by 2. Ty Baxter going a big race for second. In behind them to Here He Is. Suso Socks is battling away in behind them. Running on a bit now Opawa Cassidy. Further back to Attaboy Zeke into the straight. Opawa Romeo, they're coming from everywhere. Suso Socks, Opawa Cassidy. Suso Socks, Opawa Cassidy. Opawa Romeo third. Ty Baxter fourth. Whoa, then Attaboy Zeke and Here He Is. And there are only a couple that weren't in the lineup. Sarah Campbell and Charm. Under starters' orders, bunny rolls round. It comes the 12th time today, just about set. And racing Snapchat, a stride slow and mega upload goes straight to the lead. Alamein Duke starts to drive up between runners now. Also getting into its work would have been Charlie's Pal. Back in the race there, then we would have had Johnny Angel well back to Kiribati Girl. Monkey Queen's well back to with Reba Lauder up towards the corner they come. Dogs are scattering and in front Snapchat trying hard. Alamein Duke, Snapchat, Alamein Duke, Johnny Angel third. Out wider on the track then to Mega Upload. Back behind those runners then to Monkey Queen and Kiribati Girl, Reba Lauder, Charlie's Pal. Bunny on the run here for race number 13. Just about set to go. Set now. Racing Tongariro, not too badly away. Run Mischief, Run Fair, and Sub Salentio gets out nice and handy early too. And trying to get up there was Jim's Conquest. Got handy with Rebel Joe. Jim's Conquest gone to the lead. They're in trouble here. Freedom Flyer starting to make his way through the pack. Sub Salentio got checked well back. So did Unique Tilly as they come up towards the corner. And dashing clear here was Jim's Conquest. Wins well from Freedom Flyer. Tongariro home in third and Toxic Revenge fourth. Back to the others. Sub Salentio and a fairly roughly run affair. Run Mischief, Run Unique Tilly and Rebel Joe. Around comes the bunny. They're about set to break on the last, just about there. Racing, working, bounds out well with Calamity Sue and Homebush Annabelle. Shake 'em up's nice and handy, and Otto Baxter trying to get around the outside. Something's got to give. Shake 'em up goes to the leads off for the prize. The rest are at a jumble sale here. Working, drives through to second. Homebush Coco the inside, then Calamity Sue. Back in the piece then we've got Homebush Annabelle, Homebush Envy. Up comes Shake 'em up, wins easily from working, Homebush Coco. Next to go by was Calamity Sue. Homebush Annabelle, Homebush Envy. Further back Otto Baxter. He was the one that gave it the first bend. And last of all was Homebush Basil.
And racing, missing the start, Sledgebrook led on the inside. One of the quickest into stride was Corborn Onyx. Back on the inside is Your Dreams. They were followed through by Backyard Queen. Around the outside goes Fidosek. They were followed back then by Empty Bank and Backyard Queen. Well back in the field now, Sledgebrook lad. Out in front, Corborn Onyx, and Corborn Onyx will get there all right. Justice, Your Dreams was right there as they hit the line. Empty back on the inside of Witch Misty. They were followed back in the field then by Sledgebrook lad. Also well back in the field, Morning Light, and Filosek was also well back towards the tail when they crossed.